Hi, everyone. Welcome to Why Lifevantage. Why now? My name's Courtney Watkins, and I'm joining you from Utah. And I'm super excited to show you about the timing, the opportunity, and why maybe you've never heard of the company Lifevantage. Joining me today is my friend Priscilla Wong. She's joining us from Hawaii. So beautiful, Priscilla. I'm so excited to see the way that you've been sharing Lifevantage and the full body glow up. We both did Rodan and Field skincare together. And so there's a few things that I feel like we've learned from being in the industry and building a company and building a team. And one of the biggest things that has my attention right now is timing. We were both a part of that company when it was in momentum. And it was, for me, it was in the later stages of momentum. I was able to earn top ranks in that company, the R5 Circle and the cars and all of those types of things. And a lot of that was because of the momentum and the timing that I joined the company, and essentially being one of the first in my area in Utah. And Priscilla, I know that you guys are experiencing that right now. Oh my gosh, your events in Hawaii, I'm always ready to hop on a plane and get over there and join the party. Tell us what you're seeing with Lifevantage, because I'm sure your friends are like mine. They're like, what is Lifevantage? Why have I never heard of that?
Right. So that's exactly what they're saying. They've never heard of that. But the fact that it helps us with our health, so many people are getting into their health now, not just working out, but what they're taking, what they're eating, also wanting to lose weight, right? So there are so many people talking about this, and health seems to be a priority now, especially 2025, that glow up and wanting to feel better, wanting to, everything's so busy right now. And I know everybody can feel that. So being able to have more energy or your body functioning better to be able to do all of those things for my family or people's families and what's going on in their lives.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't agree more. When I see what your schedule is and your work life type of balance of what you guys are doing, I seriously wonder how you did that before you were activated. Because your work life right now, what does that typically look like for you?
I do work Monday to Fridays, but I work at least 50 hours minimum every week. And then on call the rest of the day, basically. Since I do work in a hotel, hotels are running 24/7. So if I get called in the middle of the night, I have to either go into work. If there's a hurricane, I have to make my way into work, honestly. So it's really busy.
That is so busy. And being director of rooms, I mean, that is a big deal. That's a big title for you to be doing. And then you're also running this business essentially from your phone. Would you say you're mostly from your phone?
Yes, all the time. I mean, if I'm in the elevator, if I'm walking to my office or I don't know, walking to the house, those little short time that I have to even work this business is great, actually. You don't realize
Truly,
you have more time.
in the nooks and crannies, they always say ask a busy person to do something, and you're the perfect example of that. Now, with this company standing out, we had the opportunity for you to come to the Utah office and come get a tour in Lehigh and see really what it was all about. And this is where the vision of where Lifevantage is going right now. We're in our drive era, we're in 2025. And a lot of that comes from our visionary leadership of Steve Fife, the CEO, Kristen Cunningham, the CSO, who's been one of my friends and my neighbors for over 16 years now. And that's how I was introduced to Lifevantage. And in this picture here, this is Priscilla's, what we would call upline. This is the person that introduced her to Lifevantage here at the home office. And this is one of the leadership summit trips that they offer, that you get to come globally. They fly you out to Utah and they really literally roll out the red carpet for you at the home office. So Priscilla, if you want to tell us just a little bit about how you were introduced to Lifevantage, what did that look like for you?
So I didn't know much about the health aspect of things. I'm in my 30s. So typically, I think when you're making your way to 30s, you start to feel different things. And that's like the beginning of feeling oldish. And then you start to get older and older, right? Anyway, so you feel a little bit different. So when Emma was reaching out to me, she was like, we can reduce oxidative stress. There's all these, we have the best collagen, and it actually doesn't just do, skin, hair, and nails. It just does more. So I reacted to, of course, I probably have lots of stress, right? I probably need a better collagen. I have a lot going on, obviously working, have the 3 kids. So I thought, why not just jump into this? And I do know that the opportunity, in terms of a business opportunity, is amazing. And I wanted to get my health. I mean, I don't have any health problems, but I do want to make sure that I am maintaining or even feeling better, which I actually didn't know that was a thing, was feeling better than what I already was. And so I said yes and bought the whole kit and decided to just jump all in.
I love that so much. Like really prioritizing our health. And like you said, we're aging all the time. When we first did our skincare business, we were a lot younger. Like honestly, age wasn't on my radar at the time. But what's interesting is I ended up getting a really aggressive form of breast cancer when I was like in my peak at our skincare company. And that's what really opened my eyes to the fact that those kind of stuff do happen to us. That's cancer and things like that is what's supposed to happen to other people, right? But what I've learned is that at some point life happens. And at some point, a lot of people do end up needing a plan B for whatever reason that that might look like. And that's what I love about Lifevantage. And even honestly, the network marketing industry as a whole is that it opens doors in a way that you can really start dreaming again, that you can be excited again, and that it would be a possibility for someone like Priscilla that's working over 50 hours a week that you could replace that income if that's something that you were wanting to do. And so right now with LifeVantage, oh my gosh, you guys, the timing of this company right now with this GLP-1 natural activator product launch really has this company on the radar. And we're having people literally top leaders from the industry joining us. And even just our friends that have been like, I never thought I would want to do that, but I've been looking at taking a GLP-1. People are actively searching GLP-1 or berberine or different ingredients that are in our GLP-1 natural activator. And what LifeVantage did is we used who we are in the LifeVantage identity of being activators. And so our scientists are such genius, they discovered a way to naturally activate your own body's GLP-1, which is a hormone that we naturally have, which like Priscilla was talking about, as stress and age and as life happens, that becomes sluggish. And the virality of GLP-1 is just there. And so when we launched this product in the US, in Kansas in October, you guys, we sold out a 5-month supply in 13 days. It was wild. They had even bought the or used the same software as Ticketmaster. And we had people in the queue for over 4 hours. Like it was literally like Taylor Swift tickets to purchase this product. Now it is fully available in the US. It is in stock. And we actually just launched it over the weekend internationally. And so we did it all over again. So Priscilla's friend Maki that was in the last picture, you guys, we were on the phone when it launched in Canada, literally screaming as the orders were just coming in. And it's just so much fun because Priscilla, what I really believe with this GLP-1 natural activator is truly the wellness and weight management world is forever changed using this 2-part activating system, right? To activate your own body to do what it's meant to do. And so that's really where LifeVantage got its identity from, is this little John Quinones primetime special. If you guys watch this video, if you haven't seen it yet, ask whoever invited you to join this call and watch this video. I swear, as soon as you start hearing the little intro, if you're an 80s or 90s kid, you're going to be like, yes, I used to watch that on TV, right? When we didn't have like TV on demand, we just watched what was on. Well, John Quinones actually did a study on this flagship product, which is called Protandim NRF2. We call it a little yellow activator. And what that little yellow activator does is it actually reduces oxidative stress and inflammation by over 40% in 30 days. So essentially, if you are eating blueberries or broccoli or other antioxidants or taking other supplements, really what that's doing is like throwing a Dixie cup on a house fire. When you take one little yellow pill, it's literally like a fire hose in every room of the house. Which what I love about this product so much, Priscilla, is like I've heard of people that have been using this for 15 years. I saw one of my friends at In-N-Out and she's like, my dad has had that in our cupboard since I can remember and still takes it to this day. So also when I'm looking at opportunities, I'm thinking a consumable product and something that people stay on. Because when you reduce oxidative stress, which is essentially the root cause, if you want really get curious, go on pubmed.gov. It's a government funded site and type in oxidative stress and whatever your condition is, whatever you're looking for. And there's a correlation. And then you can actually type in NRF2 and whatever that is, or NRF2 and oxidative stress. And you're going to see studies from places like Harvard, Stanford, Ohio State, Washington University, American Heart Association. And there's over 30 peer reviews. There's patents on this product. And this is really, if you're going to ever do anything for your health, if you're like me and you've had a McDonald's French fry, you have oxidative stress. Okay. I know people want to plug their ears, but yes, I still do go to McDonald's and In-N-Out Burger, but I'm doing everything for my health that I can. And on the regular, I do eat a healthy, balanced diet. But again, when we're looking at opportunities, Priscilla, of course, we want our own health and we want to feel good and we're helping other people. But when you follow these trends, this blows my mind every time I see it. In the top 25 drug spending in 2023, so not even last year, the number one pharmaceutical is semaglutide, which if you can read on there, it's like Ozempics and Wegovys and all of those. If you're thinking, I've been on one, I've thought of one, there's also a lot of microdosing and things like that that are going on. Again, because people are wanting to lose weight. They're wanting to feel better. They're wanting to look healthier. In this stat, how many Americans will be obese in 2030? The study, oh my gosh, the stats for this is by 2030, nearly half of the US adults, including nearly 1 in 4 who will have severe obesity. So now is the time, if you're following where we're going with this. Oh my gosh. Now, these two, this is like really, Priscilla, aren't these like, this is like where I really go to every time. This is my non-negotiable. You know, when you have things in life that are your non-negotiable, we're about to talk about Priscilla's on the next slide. When I think of Priscilla, honestly, I think of her little purple cup that she just took a sip out of because she puts her favorite drink in that. But right now, you guys, the collagen and the Protandim, this collagen with the theme of activators and taking something so that your body can make it on its own. This activated liquid collagen is the first and only liquid collagen in the world that actually activates your cells. It actually activates your genes like SOD, which is superoxide dismutase. It activates catalase and all of these other things that I did not even know existed until I started researching. If you guys are a researcher, like I was one that was like, why is this collagen working better than the little blue tub that I have in my pantry? Which I just cleaned up my pantry today and it's still in there. And I'm always tempted to throw it away, but like I love having the comparison that I used to actually think that I could take that consistently and see or feel results. I never did. I don't know about you guys, but I never did. So when you put these two together, we actually have clinical studies and proven stats of how these two help to increase your immune system and other things. They really work synergistically together, which Priscilla and I have talked about products working synergistically together for years with our skincare. Now with Lifevantage skincare, I feel like it's so pretty. I love having it on my countertop. I listened to a podcast once, the founder's podcast about Estee Lauder, and that was one of her things was it has to look pretty on a woman's countertop. And they did that here. Don't you think, Priscilla? I know you have this on this set on your countertop as well.
Yeah, it's so cute. It does look
It's
cute.
it's so cute. How would you say that this compares to the other skincare that you were using in the past?
So I was already using premium skincare and literally I ordered my package and it came in and I started taking it. And literally 3 days later, I see my husband every day and he's like, your skin got clearer. I'm like, I thought it was already clear.
It's
So,
like you said, when we didn't know it could get better, it got better. And
mhm.
Priscilla, that's what happened when I started taking the collagen and the Protandim before this skincare was redone. Within 2 weeks, people started asking me what I was doing to my skin. One of my close friends, she just ordered her collagen. She took it with her. She flew it to Boston with her. I was so surprised because it weighs so much. She came back and her friends at the hospital were like, "What did you do to your skin?" And she's like, "I think it's just vacation. I think it's just a tan. I don't know." And like a few more weeks go by and they're like, "No, what is it?" And she was like, "Oh my gosh, it has to be this collagen." Like the results happen quicker than you even think. And so again, when you bring in synergistic products that are made to work, these are created to activate your cells in your skin to do what it's meant to do, to be as youthful and beautiful as possible. I just have to highlight the eye cream because like we'd always said holy grail of eye cream. This True Eye Lift is literally a 360 eye lift with a metal applicator. It's so bougie and it actually really works. It's like a little eye lift. Now, this is Priscilla's non-negotiable. So, Priscilla, take over. What do you love about this product, Axio?
Okay, so I work 5 days a week, at least 10 hours at least. So that's 11 or 12 hours most days. But every morning I'll drink this. But I used to be a coffee and energy drink person. So drink coffee in the morning or energy drink, and then coffee or energy drink in the afternoon. Typically by like 1 or 2 o'clock, you feel all like tired. But I didn't realize it was actually the crashes that you get after regular energy drinks. So or coffee. You can even get like midday crashes from those. But once I started taking Axio, I never had any of those crashes. There's no jitters. I will never go back to energy drinks ever, and coffee even, because the Axio is what I need. It has vitamins, nutrients, phytonutrients, minerals. It helps you actually focus and concentrate. So before I found this Axio at work, you can concentrate for the first couple hours and you're all like excited and have lots of energy. But after the couple hours, you kind of start to go down. And with this, you don't. So you don't, I'm not trying to close my eyes at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right? And then after work, I have to go home and watch the kids and do home things. So having Axio every day for me helps me with literally my life throughout work and at home. So a lot of my friends too, when they started taking Axio, they're like, I'm all over the house doing chores. So every Saturday, that's what it is, right? Running around doing laundry, cleaning the floors, cleaning the kitchens, getting the kids' stuff ready. And it's not the same effect as energy drinks, because energy drinks, you can actually tell the difference. I would challenge you to at least get like a month's worth of Axio if you are drinking energy drinks. And if you had told me before to put my energy drinks away, I would have said no, thank you, because I needed to stay awake. But having Axio, like now you can't get me away from Axio, and you can't get me on energy drinks ever again because of the way that I feel.
I love that so much. And like when we think about Starbucks and energy drinks, they're not like they're inexpensive, but like you said, you get this peak and then this crash. I'm telling you too, when you mix this with the GLP-1 natural activator, it's like a motivation activator. My kids were the same way. They came home, they're like, it smells like the house cleaners are here. And I'm like, that was me. But it's like this motivation. It's not just like I have an energy surge. It is so true. And my kids love this too. I'll mix up the little decaf for them and they absolutely love it. And all of their grade charts, the little running guide was like over into the green on every level after they started taking this. It's like, this is one of the products I always have in my shopping cart. So now we're going to talk about, you guys, how is this different? The proof is always in the results to me, right? It's like, does this, okay, this all sounds amazing, but does it work? Now, Priscilla and I have been talking about serums and creams and rollers for years, okay? What we didn't know is that unlocking the anti-aging was from the inside out. So again, the protanum, oxidative stress, that's going to help all of those levels. It's going to help weight loss. It's going to help mental clarity. It's going to help sleep. And then you add in GLP-1, we're sleeping better. We have more energy. It feels like somebody like took the windshield wipers, like sprayed the stuff on it and cleared off the windshield. The brain fog is gone. Um, but also we are seeing so many of our friends, me included, pulling out some of those jeans that used to be in the closet, collecting dust, that it's like, why are these still on the shelf? and putting these back on with the combination of the products that we're talking about. Now, there's all different levels that you can get started. If you're like, I'm just here for the weight loss part, I would at least recommend the little blue pill and the GLP-1. If you're here for aches, pains, any of those types of things, the collagen and protandim are so amazing because that's your joints, your ligaments, your gut health. All of the things go into collagen, right? Now, I'm going to just skip over real quick to me because my hair with the collagen, you guys, it was another level. And I was a little bit delusional here, Priscilla, because I didn't really think I needed the GLP-1. And then I took the before pictures and I stayed consistent with it. And you guys, I'm 42. I haven't lost weight in years. I go to the gym every day just because I like how I feel. I'm not like, but I wasn't willing to do anything hard. I've been calling this like the lazy girl way. I wasn't willing to do count macros or track food or any of that. And when I put these pictures side by side, my jaw hit the floor and I was laughing. I had no idea those cute little rolls were underneath my bra. I literally did not know. I've been hiking all summer in a sports bra and little shorts, and that was the view. I've been at the pool, I've been everywhere. And look, the front doesn't look that bad, but the back, oh my gosh. And I didn't notice it when I took the pictures either. I was laughing so hard. And this is where we're really in our glow up era. Priscilla and I have done the girl culture. We've done that boss babe era that it's like sacrifice your life for 3 to 5 years. But what we've discovered is we want those 3 to 5 years to be intentional with our families and our kids. And what we're looking for is to use this business and this products to increase our life and our livelihood and our relationships. And so this is a picture of our friend that was in the first slide, Dr. Ashley Laughlin. If you've seen her Instagrams, they're amazing. And this is her husband, Sean. And he has lost now, I think they said like 30 pounds. Yeah, officially lost 35 pounds. That's a 25-pound weight. Can you imagine carrying that around all day? I mean, would you even last 30 minutes carrying 25 pounds around? It's a lot of weight that you're carrying that your joints and your gut and your organs and all of that are doing. And so this is a game changer. And again, this increases that quality of life because again, look at the confidence. Like you're like, heck yeah, you're feeling good, you're looking good. But what the products are also proven to do in a study with the Protandim and the GLP-1 is actually help to reduce visceral fat, which the visceral fat is that bad fat around your organs. I did not even know about that either, but we don't want that there because we want longevity. And so what we want to help to showcase right now is you've seen our amazing products and I'm sure you're already going, okay, send me a shopping cart. I'm ready to order those. But before we do that, we want to show you a little bit about this affiliate model because if you're going, I've never wanted to do network marketing, that's where this space is for you. Essentially, the more you sell, the more you earn. Now, these are just bonus tiers. It's not 5% that you earn. This is an actual bonus tier, but it's also a recognition title around it. So we'll just go to the bottom because I feel like if you're on this call, you're a high achiever. The bonus tier of diamond seller, if you sold 4,000 a month, essentially this would be a $1,200 paycheck as a diamond seller. I mean, if you think what you could do with an extra $1,200, I had a guy earlier today tell me, Courtney, I need to make an extra $500. So an extra $1,200 a month, I'm like, okay, here's one way that you don't even have to ask anyone else to do this with you. Now, here's a little overview of the level bonuses and the team building commissions. You and a few friends. And so basically right now with Priscilla and her business, she has momentum. And so she's making the jump right now. If you look at that senior consultant 3 to the managing consultant 1 and what that looks like. And the cool thing about this is it doesn't take a bunch of people all doing something for you to get there. Like in our other company, we had to get all these different people to fill all these buckets and do all these things. It could literally be you and 2 friends to reach the top ranks of the company, which is presidential. So you're probably going over this chart like, whoa, this totally overwhelms me. But what I want you to know about this company is that your success is not dependent on other people. You and a few friends can literally unlock leader bonuses, these leadership match bonuses, leader pool bonuses, which basically equals a whole entire share of what the company is doing right now. This 15-year-old company that is debt-free, has money in the bank, publicly traded on the NASDAQ. I know if you're on this call, you probably, as a consultant, you probably have stocks in the company, right? You can actually invest in this company. But as you get higher up in the ranks, they say, you know what? We want the culture of an abundance mentality. We want all of our leaders to want to help each other. And so we're going to give you a share of the company. And so the higher you get, the more shares that you get. And I've never seen that before. And so what we want to do today is we want to invite you to monetize your glow up with us. Come and take these products and join in the fun. This is essentially your cells BFF for real. Like your body is going to love this, your cells and biohacking. And there's a lot more information that we could give you on this call. But the point of this call is really to invite you to take a look at what we do in sharing this information from our phones, whether it's through social media, whether it's the awesome events that we are hosting in all of the areas now around the world, truly around the world as a global opportunity. And just to invite you, I'm sure that you've heard of Warren Buffett, like, right? If you take advice from the smartest people that have what you have, like this is one of the things is you must position yourself in front of a growth curve, not in the middle or the end, but at the inception. And then realize that that window of opportunity is always closing. So work like there's no tomorrow. And that's where we're so grateful that you took the time to watch this video and to join us on this call. Priscilla, you're truly amazing in what you're creating in your community in Team Aloha in helping people to activate their cells and to feel better and look better and be more confident, but also to find a way to do what you're doing in working your business in the nooks and cranny of your phone, literally of your life, and make really massive things happen. Priscilla, is there anything you want to add to that?
I would say that, being really busy and all that, I think the number one thing that I noticed, I realized in terms of opportunity was the income opportunity. I have my pay stays the same regardless if I work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, and those do happen sometimes. And I feel like, in this business, it's if you work more, you get more, or the it's an unlimited opportunity is open, right? Whereas mine will stay the same and I will get like a 3% increase every year, and that's all I get. Whereas this business, you can get an increase whenever you feel like you're going to run for it and you're going to go for it. So I think that's what caught my eye too, right? Was like, I have a family, I have this busy job. I've been working in this job for at least, in the hotels for at least 10 years. So I get paid pretty well, to be honest with you, but I had to work over 10 years to actually get here where I know that the opportunity and to actually get to where I am is a lot less than 10 years in terms of matching my income. So that opportunity is always there, and it's always that's always been like a huge thing for me because I am still in my 30s, and I don't know if I want 30 more years to have to work in hotels, to be honest with you. Like I said, I have to run to the hotel if there's a hurricane. I have to go in anytime there's a huge major accident or anything. And so I don't know if I want to live that life forever, but at least, there are options out there for pretty much anybody.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love that so much because Priscilla, when we look at this chart, and I know it doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but even that jump of senior consultant 3 to MC1 to managing consultant 1, like that is a big income boost that you will experience in 1 month. And like you said, it's taken you 10 years to get to where you're at. And what I've really felt now being 42 is that time's going to pass anyways. So what is adding in a side hustle if you're like, I want to be where Priscilla's at now, but it's like put in a few months or a year or whatever that might look like because the time's going to pass anyways. And like you said, right now you're trading your time for your money at the hotel. You have to be there and you're on salary. So they're expecting Priscilla to get there in a hurricane. And with this business, her success, she's able to unlock basically with your goals, with your vision, and inviting other people to come along with you. Priscilla, you're so amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story. It was so fun to hang out with you and share this incredible opportunity and these life-changing products. You guys, we look forward to welcoming you to the Lifevantage family and to our team. Thank you so much. See you guys. Okay.